Michelle Garten, I'm the development director here at the house, and I have a team of event coordinators, actually, Penny, who helps assist with the event, and just welcome. Thank you for being a part of this.
Well, it's evident that the Coachella Valley is impacted by the Ronald McDonald House of Inland Empire. And it's very important. I think it's an incredible asset to the families there. The most important thing is that they learn and hear more about what is available to them. And I think that's a key role why we're here today and the role that plays. The Bible says that children are a heritage from the Lord, and that children are like arrows in the hands of an archer. And to be here at the Ronald McDonald House and to see children have an opportunity to have their lives touched and blessed and extended by all of the things that they do here, it has been a phenomenal experience. They're incredible stewards of the budget that they have here. It's remarkable what they accomplish with so little, and we're just completely blown away and just happy to be here. The SoCal Coyotes nonprofit organization is so honored and blessed to be a part of this charity. We really appreciate Karen Hooper, her whole staff, Alex, Penelope, everybody that was involved at the Ronald McDonald House Inland Empire. What a blessing and an honor and a privilege to share the love and the gifts and the talents of everything that they do, to be a part of that, and for us to bring everything that the SoCal Coyotes have been able to do in the Coachella Valley and extend that to Ronald McDonald Charities. It's just been an absolute blessing.
I am so blown away by what they have built out here for the cause that it handles. I never thought that this was going to be such a large, beautiful, five-star hotel type residency for families in need. So I'm going through so many emotions inside. It's incredible to know that there's people that really care about the families as much as the patients. It's incredible. Just seeing some of the families here, knowing from Coachella Valley that they don't have to drive every day to go to see their child at the hospital, that they have the time that they can come over here, shower, sleep, get up the next day and give the child the love and support that they need, which is a critical part of getting better. Recovery is love and support of family. Anything to do with kids and families and health, I like to get involved with. If I was asked today after going through this tour, my question would be to you guys, what can I do more? This is just an incredible situation for me, very humbling, and I thank Ronald McDonald and all the thousands of volunteers over the country and world that do this for the families that are in need.
What's your name?
I call the center part of the house the heart of our house, because that's where all of the amenities are really for the families. And so we have to have lots of activities for not only the patients but the siblings as well.
My name is Nice to meet you. Look at that. Oh, look at that smile. Yeah. Yes. Attaboy. There you go. Make a fist.
Oh,
11:30. Like the bowling alley?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bowling alley?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to live with my aunt.
Yeah. You like that? Look at that smile. How long did you
How you doing?
Are you doing good? That's good.
got your hands full, don't you?
You got your Woody. Yeah. Woody, I love Woody.
How's she doing?
She's good. Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Well, my sister has been here for the last 3 weeks, about 3 weeks. Yeah, her babies and the nephew over at Valley Children's, or not Valley Children's, the Children's Hospital. So now, well, one of them now. We lost the other one this last week.
I'm sorry.
So,
What was it? Was it a cancer or?
no, they're just babies. They were born at 23 weeks. So, yeah, we're just holding out hope for her brother who's over there fighting. So, you guys have been a godsend over here. Thank you so much for that.
Bless you. God bless.
What area is your sister?
Hi.
Clovis. They were down here.
This is Dean Rathbun, and I'm so very honored and thankful and blessed to be here today. After touring the Ronald McDonald House here in the Inland Empire, it's a profound effect because you can see the great benefit and the true help that it gives so many families that we have in the Coachella Valley. It is the nearest Ronald McDonald House to the nearest children's hospital in the valley, and it just, after you see it, you can't help but want to get involved, be involved, and to give your time, money, and opportunities that you can provide to help those in need and really create a better life and a better being for these people. If you see the smiles, the warmth, the comfort, the security that they receive while being here, I think that you will find the impact that this home has on the Coachella Valley is quite grand. There are so many people who are in need of help, of opportunity, and just maybe a warm place to be and a cool place to be, as well as having just someone to be able to lean on during this time of trial. I was brought into this by a friend of mine, Jim Fitzgerald, here in the Valley, and also from BB Ingles. And I'm so very thankful that these two gentlemen brought this to my attention and to share this with me as I look forward to growing with the organization and becoming more involved as I can as often as possible. I'm so thankful for being here.
My name is Joel Johnson, and I've been a practicing attorney for 43 years, and I was greatly honored at the opportunity to visit the Ronald McDonald House and be a participant in this wonderful event. Entering this wonderful facility and having the opportunity to sit down and listen to the history of Loma Linda and the events that transpired over the years, my mind dwindled back to personal experiences back in the 1970s and 80s when representing catastrophically injured children and families at the Grossman and Sherman Oaks burn centers. As I viewed out into the parking lot, my mind went back to the visions of families who were living in their cars and sometimes had a camper while they tried to stay with their children for those days of trauma following a serious injury. And I realized that Loma Linda had been pretty much the same without facilities for these people. I remember the nightly phone calls to motel owners begging and pleading them for discounts for families. And I recognized as I looked around that the same had to have been true here. And my, what a wonderful change. Every possible consideration had been made for those wonderful families dealing with the trauma and digression of their children being horribly, horribly injured. The rooms that we went through were wonderful, well decorated, beautifully done. Individual kitchens for each of the families with a big commissary, with large refrigeration units filled with food. How absolutely fantastic. Playrooms for the children, recreational rooms for the families to get together in. All of the things that we didn't have in the 70s or the 80s or even in the 90s were all put together here.
Still too critical and they're at the hospital.
How you doing?
They're good. This is my third day. Accommodations are really great. My little girl got into a car accident. She got struck by a truck.
Oh God.
So she was transferred from the Pomona Valley Hospital to here.
How's she doing?
She's doing better. She made it to the main operation, so she's doing well. She's getting better. Say Najila.
Oh, that's a very pretty name.
Nothing. Just got done eating.
Yeah.
From South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Family was visiting in-laws and grandparents, and unfortunately, right when they got here, this happened. So,
God bless you.
3 hours.
so I had to
How you doing?
fly in the emergency right after them.
We drove here.
Oh, okay. That's a long drive, huh?
20 hours.
Hello everyone, my name is Supervisor Victor Manuel Perez, and I had the opportunity to visit the Ronald McDonald House out in the Loma Linda area that serves our families here throughout the Coachella Valley, but quite frankly throughout perhaps Southern California, I would say. You know, the Ronald McDonald House is a home away from home. It definitely gives a sense of community to the individuals that unfortunately do not have the finances to rent or to go find a hotel room to stay. And many of these individuals, quite frankly, come from our backyard here in the Coachella Valley. I'm very honored and blessed to be in this position as a supervisor. I'm equally as honored and blessed to be a recipient of A Few Good Men. It is my privilege to do what I can in support of the Ronald McDonald House and A Few Good Men as an organization. What great vision these individuals had years ago to say, listen, why don't we build a place where we can have families come and stay because they are having struggles with perhaps a child and medical care and trying to figure out how they're going to pay for that. These folks give those individuals, the Ronald McDonald House and that staff and those individuals that work hard every single day, give our families from our own communities hope. And they're giving them a better quality of life, and they're just demonstrating to them that humanity is a good thing. And so I'm honored to be here, and I appreciate the work of Ronald McDonald House, and I look forward to contributing.
I'm Monica Jones, and we're from Adelanto, the city of nowhere. And we're here because my son is a 2-time heart transplant. We've been coming to the Ronald McDonald House for 17 years. Actually celebrated his 17th birthday here they were graceful enough to let us use the old conference room, which was awesome. So yeah, he's a 2-time heart transplant, has pulmonary issues, kind of got a little bit of everything. So amazing. They are very accommodating for our cause, for the reasons, and I mean they've been very supportive for Leroy, and Christy is amazing. Like, I couldn't ask for a better mom figure in my life, but for 17 years they've been amazing. We watched the expansions and everything, and it's just been awesome. When I was 6 months pregnant, that he probably would not make it to be born.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they stopped giving ultrasounds, kind of give you can visit him as long as you want in the morgue. You know, these are the naval doctors, and finally a blessing came. We were gifted to Loma Linda and talked to Dr. Bailey and everybody, and Norwood procedure, the transplant, and transplant was the only way to go. So he's been through several times life support, times where the doctors have actually told him, because he's stepdad, so told him that they've actually thought that there's been times when they'd have to say their goodbyes, or have told the nurses that he might not pull through, but he's a fighter. So
How's he doing today?
He's still got a little bit off his anti-rejection medicines, a little heart failure. He's got some kidney things going on right now, pulmonary still, but I mean, he's still here. He wants his own church when he grows up, so yeah.
Well, God will bless him with one.
Yeah.
So he's praying to God every day, as you are.
Oh yeah. After, what was it, his lung transplant, he had a lung surgery, only to come out to find out that it was a good thing that he wasn't going to have the 2 to 4 year lifespan, on top of his heart problems, but they didn't know how to treat it because they didn't know what it was. But after that, he said, Mom, I know I wouldn't agree with it, I grow up, but I'm like, we kind of joke around, we're silly, so I'm like, what do you want to be? And he's like, I'm like, a doctor, Dad. And he's like, no. I'm like, a clown. And he's like, no. And I'm like, he goes, I spoke with God. I'm like, well, what did you guys talk about? He goes, I want my own church when I grow up. And I'm like, so waiting for the day because the angels are going to descend upon there. And his story is so emotional. He's got so much to tell, and he's changed so many lives already. And we've got so much support of the city that we live in, plus the Ronald McDonald House. They let him write honorary float member every year, announce his name with Santa Claus. They gift him the sheriff's department, and so we've got a pretty good support system in the city we live in. So, and we're very blessed down here at the same time. So,
it's tough, but
yeah, it's very tough.
It's a fight that we're all going to go through.
It never gets any easier, no matter how many years. I think that this has probably been the worst one on me. As far as medical-wise, I've seen my son go through some stuff, but being away from my boys so split apart, and my other one's just graduated, so he's going to need job training skills, and so this has been the worst part. And me as a mother, as I'm really close to my boys, so this split apart, even for days here and there, is the worst feeling ever. And so I think, and we've been here since March 5th, so it's been a little hard, but I mean, we one step at a time in God's hands, like it's always been, and